It still surprises me when I hear that an actor doesn't have a showreel. How is anyone going to see what you can do without a reel? You know, the whole acting industry can't come to see you perform in one play. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a really, really good place to start and definitely has its place, as well as a showreel. Okay? So when you're starting out and you've only got, a handful of credits, or maybe you've just come out of drama school, and you've not got any credits yet, it's even more important to provide proof of your ability. Even better, knock their socks off with it and they will be so excited to get you in. Everybody loves a new discovery, especially new, exciting talent. Now, your showreel is a tool for casting professionals, which they need. They need it to assess your ability and your suitability for a role before they can bring you in for an audition. And if you don't have a reel, and if they haven't seen you before, then chances are, they're gonna skip over you, and we don't want that, do we? No. Okay, so right now I'm expecting that some of you are going to be sitting there thinking, well, that's great, Lisa, but how on earth do I create a showreel? What do I even put in my showreel? I don't have any footage. How do I create a professional looking showreel? I'm not a filmmaker. Where do I even start? It's fine. Relax. Get a pen and paper and listen up, because I'm going to talk you through how to create your first acting reel. So firstly, planning. Think about the content that you want to include, and think about this carefully, because this is really important, and I think where a lot of people slip up. So think about the genre, the character, the types of emotions and the range that you want to include in your showreel. How are you going to represent yourself? And is this in line with the type of acting work that you want to be doing? So if your dream and talent is comedy and comedy drama, then that's what should be in your reel. That is the content in your reel. Think about what you want and where you want to go, and let it reflect that, and let it reflect you. So sit down and really have a think about what your goals are, and what type of work you want to be doing, what type of characters you want to be playing, what genres. Are you really, really good at subtle emotional deliveries, or comedy, or action, or what is it that you're really good at? What do you really want to do? What makes your heart sing? Make sure that the content in your reel is geared towards that. And one important thing to kind of note here is that casting professionals are going to watch your reel, and they're going to remember you from what is in your reel and associate you with that. So what you've put into the reel. So you do need to put a bit of thought in it. If you put a scene of you kind of really emotional, crying mum, or if you've created a nice period drama piece, they will remember you for that specific thing. So when something comes up and it's period drama, it just automatically in their brain connects back to that scene that you did. So just put a little bit of thought into it. I don't want you to stress too much over it though, just be mindful of it now. It's more important at this stage just to get that first reel together, and then you have something that you can keep tweaking and keep adding as you go, because you might not have a really clear picture of exactly what you want yet. A lot of us don't. It's something that evolves as you evolve and your career evolves. So, you just keep tweaking as you go. So draft out a little list. What is your reel going to include? What are those ideal scenes? Then look at the footage that you have already. Do you have enough footage to create a reel that you would be happy with just for now? Or do you need to go out and start shooting a few bits and pieces as well? Maybe you've got a few bits, maybe you've got a couple of clips already from short films, or from a couple of scenes that you've done somewhere, or maybe you've got nothing. It doesn't matter. If you are starting from scratch, that's absolutely fine too. Find short scenes to perform out of your favourite films, plays, TV shows, or even write them yourself. Even a couple of lines can be enough for one clip. Just go and take a little bit of dialogue and record it, just on your phone, and look how long it takes you to read the smallest bit of text. So if you think you only really need, a couple of minutes, there's actually not a lot that you can put into that space of time anyway, so you don't need a lot. It's really, really important to have quality over quantity here. The general consensus is that 2 to 3 minutes is the correct length for a reel. So any more than that, you're going to lose people's attention. And also, they don't have time for it. They are so busy. Casting directors are really busy people, you know, they just want to click on really quickly, get to the heart of you performing, speaking your lines, moving, fully performing quickly. And then maybe shuffle to a new scene when you're doing, you know, a different character, and a new scene where you've got a different genre, different character. So just have a think about that. And look, if you end up with 1 minute of really good footage, keep it at that. Don't pad out your reel, it really won't serve you. Always think quality over quantity. Okay, filming. So one of the best ways to get your hands on footage is to get involved with short films. Film schools all need actors. So get in contact with the schools, see what they're doing, put your details on their notice board, maybe go on social media and have a look. They should be listing their projects on there. Also get in touch with short film competitions, and you can find filmmakers through them too. You know, filmmakers are in the same position as you. They need to start creating work and they need actors. So you can partner up. So Mandy.com and Backstage UK are great for finding work to start with, and they've got loads of short films listed on there. They've got loads of work on there, full stop, a lot of it paid too. Alternatively, if you've found some scenes of your own from, you know, your favourite TV, films, plays, why not film them yourself? I did this with loads of scenes in order to really sculpt my reel in the way that I wanted it. Now, I know that I'm a little bit different because I'm a producer, but there are directors and cameramen and filmmakers out there who will be really willing and happy to help in order to practice and build their own reels too. Mandy.com and Shooting People are great places to find filmmakers for your projects, so have a quick look on those. You also have social media at your fingertips with everything there. Find people, connect with them, start conversations, see what you can find. And if you are pretty good with filming, you could potentially shoot something on your phone. If you've got a decent iPhone, the quality of the video on there today is really very good actually. You can get some solid full HD quality footage, so you might just want to get, you know, your tripod and a little bit of sound equipment so that you're getting stable, solid shots with good sound. But if you do that, just make sure that it is of a good standard. Editing. So finding an editor. There are loads of editors out there who will be willing to edit your reel, and a lot of them probably for nothing, if there's something in it for them. So if they can include it as part of their reel, for example, or, you know, it's just really good experience and they're new. So again, Mandy.com, Shooting People, social media, have a look for these people. Also film schools, you know, they've got editors in there as well. And if you are struggling to find someone, you can take your footage to an editor and pay a small fee for them to pull it together. And there are editors who specialise in actors' reels, and they have the experience to know what to include, and they'll be quick because they've done so many of these before, so it's second nature to them. Spotlight off this surface. There's Take 5 on Beak Street. There's a lot of people who are doing this now, so have a look into different options and check out the costs, and also make sure that they do have the experience, and check out their kind of previous films and make sure that you do like what they're doing. Now, yeah, you know, I'm afraid with editing you might need to pay a little bit, but it is totally worth every penny. I remember when I did my first or second reel, I think I spent about £90. It was like 3 hours, about £30 per hour. But it really was worth every penny. I actually taught myself to edit later on. I ended up editing my own kind of TV shows as well as producing them actually. But I taught myself, you know, I sat with editors, I looked on YouTube and looked at the latest software and played around with it. So there are ways around everything, and you don't have to spend money if you're a little bit clever with it. One thing that I will say is prep your material in advance. Be your own producer. Know which bits you want to use, where you want them to go, and in what order. This is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money. So if you arrive with your editor and you've already got a list of
say 5 films, you want this section out of that film, this section of that film, that to go first, that second. That is going to be so quick. Don't turn up with no idea at all, because that's when it's going to start costing you a lot of money, because you're trying to work it out as you go and you don't like that but you like that. Do all that beforehand with your prep, okay? Take a look at some other reels as well and get some ideas.
Your reel is really going to evolve as your career does. You know, and a few clips is a great start, and it's something that you can build on and something that you can keep tweaking as you go. Always think quality over quantity. It's far better off to have a minute of brilliant stuff, really good stuff, than, you know, 3 minutes of fluff. Always quality over quantity, okay? I'm Lisa, this is Actors Anonymous. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to comment below anything you like, anything you don't like, anything that you want to hear more of. Just let us know, we love to hear your thoughts. Thanks.